Corey Holcomb.
It's my opinion that when you are an alpha male who is productive in this world, you cannot have a weak individual around you unless you rule with an iron fist, because they're going to watch you. If you accept them and act like they're your equal, they're going to watch you and they're going to self-sabotage the whole situation because they know they're out of place. It is my opinion that when you are an alpha male.
All right.
First of all, salute to Corey Holcomb, man. Corey Holcomb has been one of the funniest comedians for a very long time. And if you don't watch his 5150 podcast, let me tell you, that man gives zero damns what he says and who he talks about. If he got something to say, he gonna say it.
Yes.
That being said, I'm glad this clip came up because I think Corey called out something critical when it comes to choosing the people that are in your circle. There's a saying that goes, association breeds similarity. If you want to know who you are as a person, just look at your 5 closest friends. Mm-hmm. So if you got some people in your circle that's weak and they not on top of their stuff or they not doing what they're supposed to do, that's who you are. If you hanging around with a bunch of people and y'all can't criticize each other and iron sharpens iron and y'all can't push each other to be better, especially men, that friendship is a waste of time. So I think it was important for him to say that because, contrary to popular belief, there's levels to men. There's layers and there's levels, and the ones that are at the bottom feeders are the ones who don't have any outputs and just take from society. They don't contribute anything; they just take. Mm-hmm. And then the ones at the top are all of those high-valued men that Kevin Samuels was always talking about. That everyone who called in claimed they wanted, but they couldn't meet the requirements to get one. So there's levels to this. So it's wise of you to be mindful of things like that. If you got somebody weak in your circle, you better tighten them up or you better get them up out of here. Because at some point, especially if they're tied to what you're trying to do in your life, because at some point they will sabotage you. Or at some point you're going to ask them to come through in some type of way and they won't.
Yeah. And I think this is definitely important when it comes to when you invite people to your circle, not just men, but just in relationships as well too, you got to make sure that that person is not going to, knock you off your path. That person is not going to put you in a situation where you have to be out of, get out of frame, or you constantly have to fight with that person, or you constantly have to try to convince this person. And that sometimes happens a lot of times with friends as well too. And so we got to make sure that when you are creating your circle, or when you figure out your path, that's the first thing. Once you figure out your path, and then you got to start looking from within and making sure that you have the right people around you that's going to help you grow, because we all need a mentor. And I think that for a lot of men in general, they need mentors, especially when they get out of high school, because you don't have a mentor. You're kind of still trying to figure out the world and you don't know what's ahead of you until you get there. And so I think there's a lot of things that has definitely changed for us from when we were 20 to where we're in our 40s now. And so if you figure out, if you get someone that can kind of help you along the way, help you with some game, or, check out CGA. CGA has lived a very long life, and he's still in his 40s, but he definitely has given a lot of resources, and he's provided a lot of conversations to men in general. It's not even black or white. He's talking to everybody and letting people know that, you got to make sure that you keep things tightened up around the people that are around you. So to Corey's point, yes, you got to have an iron fist, because you're going to hurt some feelings. People are not going to want to rock with you. People are going to be like, oh yeah, he changed, blah, blah, blah. You're changing for the better. And if people don't want to come along with you, ride the wave as well too, then they're going to get left. And we're seeing that. I believe we're seeing that with the black community, where we have some people kind of seeing the light that the Democratic Party is not serving the best interests of their constituents, and specifically Black Americans, because we are seeing them do a lot of things for other communities and nothing for the Black community. And I'm not on the line that they need to do something for the Black community, but for all those people out there, specifically pro-Black, they're not doing a damn thing for you. So it doesn't just stop at the people around you, but it's also the people that are elected to represent you. They get out of, they don't, they start doing their own thing. They start talking about other communities, or, things that are not helping the people that elected them, they got to go as well too.
Yeah. So I like to play chess, right? That's one of my hobbies. I play it every day. So you're going to hear me make a lot of chess references as we continue to do these podcasts. But I look at choosing your circle as choosing the proper pieces on your chessboard. Some
Yeah.
people are pawns, some people are bishops, rooks, knights, etc. But the most important is who you choose to be your queen. But the problem that we have in the black community specifically, but this can be an everybody type of issue, but I'm going to narrow it to the black folks real quick. A lot of people don't even have the game ends when the king falls. When the
Yeah.
king can't move or progress, the game is over. And for a lot of us, we don't even have a king on the board, and it
Nope.
shows. So this was a lesson. I know Corey was talking specifically to the men, but this is a lesson we can all learn. And I would encourage men and women, if you don't take any other advice from me, you need to read this book, The Way of the Superior Man. I love that book, and it has changed my life in ways you cannot even imagine. It will help you understand masculinity and femininity and how to use them both to your advantage. It'll help you with things like discipline and choosing the right mate slash spouse. It's a crucial book and it's easy to read.
Yeah.
But going back to my original point, choose your circle slash chess pieces with strategy and with intent.
Yeah, yeah, those are that's the best way to kind of sum up things. And Corey Holcomb, he's been on YouTube. Actually, I don't know how long he's been on YouTube, but Corey, he has some truth in a lot of things that he says. And a lot of if you try to watch Corey Holcomb, you'll be like, oh, this guy's just talking nonsense and just joking around, blah blah blah. Corey's been in the industry for a while, and he said he's one of the first people that talked about the whole Diddy thing. But he has talked about conversations, and I listen to Corey the most when he talks about industry stuff and also business stuff as well too. And it's not so much like a business YouTube channel. Like Corey is a comedian, a very successful comedian, and he has some great people around him. But when you have the wrong people around you, it is going to stop you from going to that next level that you need to be at. Because for you, you don't know who you're going to be in 10 years, and you don't know how things are going to change drastically for you, and you got to make sure you got the right people around you to make sure you can grow. Because yeah, some people can do it by themselves, but again, you're going to need people around you that are going to help you grow. And so you got to make sure that everyone's moving at the same beat. Everyone is you don't got people just trying to undermine you or trying to take you out from the distance, because people, and for the most part, when it comes to like people that have a problem with you, it's going to primarily be men that are going to have an issue with you, whether you're doing something that they wanted to do that they never put two and two together, or put in the effort to get something done. And that's unfortunate, but it's a fact of life. And you can go far with people around you, or you can fall with the people around you.
Facts. 100%, man.
Great. Well, we're gonna wrap it up. Any parting words for the crowd out there?
If you're listening, we appreciate it. Like, subscribe, comment, even thumbs up or thumbs down. We'll take them both. It all means a lot
I
and
mean, thumbs up
beneficial.
for the
It
most
doesn't.
part.
Yeah, we want the thumbs up, but we'll take it all because we know as this thing builds, the trolls
Oh,
gonna come out too. But we're gonna be ready.
yeah. Hey, have fun out there, and we'll see you guys again.
Peace.